Or the Kozmic Kicks. We're gonna give you some rock and roll. Ready? Fifth call and get it on. Heavy grenade.
Say you got love and you say it's all for rock and roll. Say you got love and it's gonna be mine. Heart and soul. H-I-P-P-I-E.
called Alaska Thunderfoot.
When your mind is feeling alright, and you're out to feeling tight. When your body feels stuck, that's the thunderbolt. Oh, that's the thunderbolt. Oh, that's the thunderbolt. When your mind is feeling right, and you're out to feeling tight. When your body feels stuck, that's the thunderbolt. Oh, that's the thunderbolt. Oh, that's the thunderbolt.
That one's a lot of fun. I gotta get one of these. For my whole life.
All right, rabbit hole?
Oh yeah.
That's all you, JP.
Oh boy.
Seduce me. Who else seduce me? Well, kiss me, seduce me, tie the rope and noose me, feel my heart ringing out at the chest, breathless.
called Get Loud. Oh yeah!
Oh my. This feels
Another
like a
tune about
workout.
skateboarding. This one's called Sacked.
Do we have another one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a
I
couple.
think we got a
Couple about skateboarding, a couple about being poor.
Oh yeah.
That,
They really go hand in hand.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
going on there? Let's work on that equation.
There's the theme.
Yeah, there it goes.
This one's called Sacked. It's about trying to hit a rail and it not going as planned.
Well, you got me running back.
That's a good one.
Let's do it. Next one's called The King.
Oh, this one's fun. I guess they're all fun. I don't need to say that every time.
Stop having so much fun, Jake.
I'll have to qualify that. This one's
A little more fun than the last one, but not so much fun as the first.
It's also going to be in the movie.
is this one?
It's all about being poor.
That's right.
Okay, no, you're poor. We're poor. Send us money.
This one's called The King. I sit in my room, I listen to my tunes, and all I want to do is sing. I'm no good at love, I'm no good at life, but when it comes to failing, I'm a king. La, 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 la. Say, grow up, you're only 21, you satisfy my needs. You take my heart and you drag it on the floor just to make it sad. My heart's in two. I wanna be enough. I'll never be that kind of king. You know what? Somewhere in my soul, there's always rock and roll. So I guess all I do is sing. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 We got one more for you. This one's called Anarchy Blues. Thank you guys for having us. Thank you to Jason again. Feels good to be here. Thank you, thank you. Kicks.
Bye.
So it looks like the only chat we got was from Scott Durand, who says, "Hey, yo, Lucas. I was just sitting down to get drunk and watch YouTube, and there you were." That's awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
So the Kozmic Kicks. Welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
a lot of
how-
fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
How long have you guys been a band?
JP and I have been together for about 3.5 to 4 years.
Yeah, almost 4
And then
years.
he just jumped on board maybe beginning of January?
Yeah.
Or
It's
maybe
beginning
like-
of this year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's barely through the third trimester.
Yeah.
Just-
He's been kicking ass.
We can still abort him, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Technically.
No longer a psycho.
Baby. Sweet baby.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what was it always the Kozmic Kicks when you guys were playing music together, or
Yeah, we pretty much started as the Kozmic Kicks.
right on?
Yeah. I mean, I've been playing these songs for quite a while, but it's formed into. I found JP 4 years ago, and then after that, it's formed into this thing. Yeah. What it is
Yeah.
now.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sounds great. You guys are real cohesive. Like the band plays together very well.
Thank you.
Like even when it was just you guys, when I was like checking stuff or whatever, it was like let's hear the balance of the guitar and the bass. Like it was just like right in there. It was like there was no like okay, ready and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like doo 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 doo. It was like
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like you can always see that telepathy in the way that the music kind of gets played. Like there's I don't know. You know, jazz musicians can play tight together or loose together. Like you guys are, it's kind of like I would describe it as like a fun rock band. It's not, I wouldn't say sloppy, but it's like chaos, a little bit of chaos there. But like it's still just like hammered, you know, like perfectly tight. Like as long as it starts and it stops at the right time, the rest of it can be all wavy and, you know, wild.
Yeah.
But then if you got those
I
like
get that.
parts where it goes junk and everyone's like junk,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of the...
organized chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just going to say that.
That's an excellent way of putting it. Yeah, I think that's kind of our energy, you know what I mean? Like, there's a start and a finish to things, but how things go in between is pretty much up in the air, you know? So, but it feels good, and we've all been together for a period of time. That's like...
That helps.
We've gotten used to that
but
chemistry,
it
yeah.
seems
Yeah.
like when we play, it's like we've been together for much longer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so it definitely
Absolutely.
feels good.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is this? Do you write together, or are these songs that you wrote and then kind of brought to the band?
I'll pretty much write like a skeleton and then bring it in. I usually do like lyrics and then guitar and then bring it in, and then these boys lay it down and go from there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Like the one of the things that I really liked about the songs was like the interesting, instead of like, you know, like normally, you know, 4-bar 4-chord rock music, like there's like the, you know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and go, you know, 1, but like a lot of them, like you're on like 7 or like 6 and then you start the next part, you know what I mean? Like, it's like jump ins and stuff like that. I really love stuff like that, especially when it hits like and it rocks real good. Like that was, you had a couple of songs like that. You did it different ways. I thought it was really cool.
Nice, thank you.
Like, is that all kind of like, does that come together? Like, is that part of the come together thing, or is that like in the song when you write it?
I guess that's more or less in the song when I write it. Some of it it's done at practice, where we're like, ooh, that sounds good, or but for the most part, I usually like I come up with the stops, all that kind of stuff, and that just comes from like a lot of like classic punk rock inspired stuff.
Right on.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say are the main inspirations?
For me personally, I would say like the Clash, the Sex Pistols, the Ramones,
real
Chuck Berry, a lot of blues too.
Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and then I know these guys got their own like inspirations and stuff too, so I'm sure they had all that together
Yeah,
too.
I really don't discriminate. I listen to almost everything, right? So I grew up playing folk and bluegrass and blues, obviously growing up in Chicago, you know, sneaking into the Kingston mines when you were 15 or 16, right? What
Right.
else you gonna- so I'm definitely inspired by that, but you know, jazz and Afrobeat and you know, other stuff like that and reggae. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember WBEZ in the 90s?
Yeah.
And, you know,
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I might be too old. I might be like aging myself
I've
here.
heard of WBEZ, yeah.
Well, they used to do a lot of music on the weekends that literally descriptive, as you just laid it out. That was exactly their schedule.
Yeah.
On like Fridays and Saturdays, like it would just be like all live music. Like now it's just BBC, whatever, propaganda garbage.
Oh.
But used to
you
be cool. Are all you guys from Chicago?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up in the suburbs.
Cool.
Moved here, yeah.
Yeah, dude, there's always been a huge musical history coming out of Chicago, right? But the scene, especially right now, it seems, well, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's just because we're in it, but it seems like a really vibrant, active scene, so we're really excited to be part of that.
Yeah,
I think,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Chicago's where it's at, man.
A lot
At
of
least
great
right
bands
now.
right
I
now,
don't-
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
A lot of fucking great bands right now.
Absolutely.
Right
But
on.
we'll go to LA anytime.
Yeah.
New York, Japan.
Yeah.
Oh man.
London.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, right, hello.
Yeah, I think Japan would be my
That would be
bucket list
sick.
for sure.
And like for your guys' style, like that kind of like that hectic, you know, like rock and roll kind of stuff. Fuck, they love that.
Yeah.
And there's so many good Japanese bands like
Oh, yeah.
that. I mean, since like I can remember, you know, like you remember the Fireside Bowl? Are you guys old enough for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went there when I was like 14.
Right on. So the Fireside Bowl would always have, like Brian Peterson primarily, you know, like Dave Eves and Shane Merrill and some other guys did a lot of booking there. But Brian would be one of the main guys that would do a lot of these kind of real esoteric, international bands. And he'd have like this, like the bands that I remember, like Coaster's Ride or Melt Banana, bands from Japan that were just like super like, what the fuck is this? But it was like a mind opener for like someone who's 14, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And like that was the one thing that like, you know, I can see a lot of that kind of rubbing off in Chicago. Like for instance, you guys also practice in this building,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, on any given day, there's like so many different genres in this building, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, there have been eras, I think, where you would have like almost like these specific genres were being pushed. Like, you know, like in the mid '90s, it was grunge, and then there was like the punk rock and the ska, but that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the 2000s, you got a little bit more like the metalcore, hardcore kind of people. And like now, I think it's just kind of opened up a lot. Like in the 2010s, 2020s, it's just, I don't know, there's just no new real genres of music. So I think people are just kind of going off in their own direction now, which is in itself a good thing, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and also I think people can produce their own stuff at home. You know what I mean? Like digital production has come such a long way that you're not really constrained, you know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what that does for the music business. I don't know how you
Oh,
can.
fuck the music business.
Oh fuck yeah, right.
It's over.
Fuck the music business.
I mean, literally.
I think it's all good for
Yeah.
the creativity side of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of what I'm doing is kind of like not to be, you know, like tooting my own horn, but I want to be an antidote to that idea of like what does it take to become someone who's I'm on the internet with my band and a high production and it sounds good and it looks good and here's a thing and I can fucking promote myself and all that. Like I want that to be us. I want that to be Chicago independent groups.
Yeah.
You know
Nice,
what I mean?
dude.
Nice.
Like there's a couple of other people I know who are doing live streamy type stuff, and I've actually helped them build their places. Like set up the cameras, tell them how to do cameras and sound and all that stuff, kind of get them going. And I've been lucky enough that like it's just been every week I've had a new band coming here, so it's been awesome. But
Nice.
like, you know, I'm just trying to get that shit going. I want that to be like a prevalent thing in Chicago. Like, 'cause we already have a great scene, right?
Right.
It's just like
Yeah.
there's so many bands that get missed. Like I would have never seen you guys if it hadn't been for you reaching out to me.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
very true.
what would you describe as your scene?
Rock and roll.
Are there bands like sister bands that you play with a lot?
I mean, there's definitely bands we love jumping on bills with. I think the Evictions is one of them.
Who are
and-
the Evictions?
Is it Johnny Waters? Johnny Water? And
Shout out to the Evictions.
yeah, dude, they're fucking badass as shit.
Yeah, Joe Sawinski and Chris Polish.
Yeah.
Both those guys are
Bassist
like,
and drums.
I mean, depending on what your religious affiliation. They're either angels from heaven or angels from hell. You know? They're just fucking musical geniuses, you know.
Lovely.
Same with Johnny. Yeah, the Evictions fucking kill it.
Send them my way, please.
Oh yeah.
But there's also other bands like Awful, Mystery Actions, Los
Yeah.
Black Dogs. This guy knows a bunch of other bands too. That
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Trash Fiasco.
Trash Fiasco,
The
yeah.
third time I've heard of them.
Hey.
What's up with Trash Fiasco?
Oh, I'm the drummer.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
This-
What's up with you, man?
We went a lot. I don't know. There's a lot, but.
Other people have name dropped you already. So,
Really?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bring it, please.
Yeah. Last Great Riot. Torch the
Yeah.
Hive.
Yeah.
Torch the Hive.
Shout out to Last Great Riot. They played here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually saw that video. It's fucking killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dope. That's how I heard about you.
That was the first show that they had since the pandemic. Like the first live experience doing something together as a band.
Nice.
So like that felt really cool. Like, have you guys played any shows since all that stuff in last year or two, almost 2 years ish?
Yeah,
now?
I think
Played a
we've
couple.
had 3 or 4.
We've
Cool.
had
But
four gigs.
Yeah, the first couple were like unreal, just totally unreal. You know, like we came because I don't think anybody knew what to expect coming back.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the crowd was just totally with it. It was packed. It was
Yeah, that was
insane.
Yeah.
nuts, dude.
It was
I'm
insane.
sure coming out of COVID,
You got on
people
somebody's
were
shoulders.
rich and
Yeah, people were
Really
definitely
wanted-
jonesing for human contact, and
Exactly.
it was cool.
Right on.
Yeah, that was sick.
Where was that?
I think
Livewire?
the first gig was at Livewire.
And then we.
That's great.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was,
we
it was a
played
lot of
a
fun.
new club. What was that?
Oh, Save More.
Save More.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Save
yeah.
More, and then I think we did another one at Liars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like playing Liars.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a lot of places like that that are still kind of like dingy. Like Cobra Lounge almost like stepped up their game to a point where it's no longer like ratty to be in there. You know what I mean? Like it's almost just
Yeah.
like, wow,
You
this
feel
is
safe.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the perfect adjective though. It's
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, it's a good
You know?
Yeah.
You don't leave the bathroom with hepatitis.
yeah.
But like it sounds fucking great in there now.
Dude, the
like
sound's
it's just
fucking
like
awesome.
fuck.
Yeah.
You know, like the whole thing. I mean, it's top notch. I actually used to work at Cobra Lounge. I worked in the kitchen and I worked security.
Nice.
So like I got to kind of see like a lot of shows there. You know what I
Nice.
mean? And I kind of saw them come up, and it was like Sean, the original owner, passed away. But then but he had all these plans. Like we're gonna do the brewery, and we're gonna do this and do that, and we're gonna beef it up, make it better. And then right kind of at the first apex of that, as they got through the brewery and stuff, that's when he passed away. So it's just kind of like, it's sad to see it like where it is now. I would have liked to have seen where he would have taken it. You know what I mean? But he always had this excellent mentality that's a lot like in the same vein of where I'm coming from, where it's like the DIY, you know, make it your best mentality. Like that guy was like a self-made millionaire. You know, like that was not family money. You know what I mean? Like he fucking did it himself, and he's the guy who made Riot Fest as big as it was. He took his self-made millions and said, let's beef this motherfucker up and go rent out a park. You know, because they used to do it at like Metro and some other spots. They had like other stuff that they were doing. It was big enough on its own, but it's just cool to see motherfuckers like that. I take some inspiration from guys like that. But yeah, man, sorry, I don't mean to go off on a rant.
I think that speaks to what we were talking about earlier about Chicago. You know, it's like that kind of grit, that kind of stick with it, kind of create something out of nothing attitude. You know, and yeah, it was sad to see a lot of these clubs kind of disappear because of COVID.
Yep, Double Door.
It was a drag.
Coming back though,
It's coming back,
on the
yeah.
north side.
Yes. I believe so.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we thinking about? No.
I'm not entirely sure yet.
There's
Oh,
the
okay.
spot that was over on Six Corners on Damon and fucking, you know, Damon, North
Yeah,
Avenue, Milwaukee. Double Door. That closed.
Mm-hmm.
The what do you call it? The fucking city guy, the douchebag that does that, the alderman.
The alderman, yeah.
Yeah, was giving him some shit, and like they were taking it, and pulled their fucking card. And
Yeah,
that was
I
it.
heard about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he changed the zoning or some shit on him. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
whatever. I think it had other disagreements and other, not kissing your butts-ish kind of stuff that just didn't,
Yeah, that's another thing about Chicago is the politics. Yeah.
Oof.
It's-
Yeah. They'll
we
dress
got it
up.
all, you know.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Betty.
the best part, not the prettiest part.
No, but yeah.
as the band, the Kozmic Kicks, do you guys have a message or like a point or like a thing you're trying to put out there? Is there like a notion?
Stay rocking and fucking have fun, treat people well, and go fucking skate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about that. Thank you. So obviously, your songs are about skateboarding, being poor, rocking out.
Yeah.
Yep.
For you.
Yep. What? Everyone skates? Like, was that like something that it's something that you enjoy writing about, or do you genuinely do skateboard a lot, or is it
I
used to, or
yeah, I was gonna say I do a lot of skateboarding. Other than playing music, I do pretty much just that.
Right on.
But these guys are into like the culture and stuff. But
Yep.
and I think I bring kind of like the writing and all that stuff about it to the
Right on.
table.
Right
Yeah,
on.
I know enough.
Yeah.
I was skating till like
Yeah,
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got bored of getting hurt all the time.
Oh boy.
I'm still getting hurt.
Yeah.
Actually, just dislocated my ankle the other
got
day.
an ankle brace on
Yeah,
right now.
and popped it back in myself.
Brutal.
Gnarly.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, I stopped somewhere around 26, 27 for the same reason. It was my ankles. You know, I would try. I mean, I even did things to like try to make my ankle stronger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like any kind of large gaps or like like just big drops on ollies and stuff, I just had I could not hold my body up. You know what I mean? I would just fold all the time. You
Yeah.
fold your ankle on that much pressure, it's like woof.
Yeah, when you roll it. Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's worse. That's what happened to me. Is I rolled it and my board ran over my foot at the
Yes,
same time.
yes, very common, very common occurrence for me. So
A lot of fun.
that was what kind of put me under.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is something about skateboarding here too that's a lot different than like other skateboarding cultures.
Yeah, the skating culture in Chicago is fucking amazing. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like the variance in people. You know what I mean? There's a everyone who skateboards. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like a specific thing for guys or girls, a certain age, certain colors. Like you go down to like any of the skate parks that they have, which I don't know who somehow convinced them that skate parks were a good idea, but I'm so glad that actually fucking happened.
Yeah.
You know, the skate parks kind of came before my time, but like, is that where you skate primarily, or do you like street skate?
I do a lot of skating at like Wilson and Logan. I'll go downtown once in a while at Grant, but it's kind of packed, so like skating there can be kind of a drag once in a while, or I'll just hit the streets.
Yeah.
But it's usually Wilson. I think Wilson's like my go-to.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Wilson's the one that's under the bridge.
No, that's Logan. Wilson's the one along Lakeshore Drive. It's all cement. And It's
Okay.
got the bowls and everything. Yeah,
I haven't been to that one.
that's
For
great.
real?
Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's right next to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's one of those. I still have a romance with skateboarding, but like any time I get on my board, it's like I just push. I just kind of cruise around.
That's all
and-
you need, though.
Yeah.
That passion feels good enough, you know.
Yeah.
That never leaves. Even when you stop skating, I feel like you look at a stair set and you're like, I know what I can do over that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your ankle's going.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do it, dude. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, like any kind of gaps, any kind of like thing that you could no slide down or whatever, board slide down, like it's just like it's in my mind like constantly. Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of the skateboarding community is also very involved with the rock and punk community as well too. So I think they kind of go hand in hand. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude. Absolutely. Is there anything that y'all want to say in closing? Is that like releases coming out, shows you're doing, stuff like that?
Right now, it's pretty mellow. I think we've got some recordings coming up in December.
Who you recording with?
Uphill Records.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I've never worked with them before, so I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out.
Cool.
Should be good. And
Send
then,
them this and be like, better be better than this. If not,
Otherwise,
I'm
we'll
$50
just
bucks
come
an
back.
hour.
Yeah, right. and then after that, I think we're gonna start picking up shows again, maybe mid-January, and
Cool.
go from there. Yeah.
Cool.
Sick.
Any plans for touring, whatnot?
We'd like to start touring in the spring through the summer. Yeah.
2-weeker kind of thingies, or
Yeah. Maybe we might start out with just going to a couple places here for like a weekend and then come back and
Those are the
then
best.
kind of build them up. Yeah.
To be honest, like the 3-day weekend trip is as good as the 2-week trip. It's just the 2-week trip turns into a Groundhog Day of the 3-day weekend trip.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, yeah.
Good movie.
Just driving.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right on.
Oh yeah, man.
So thank you guys so much for being here. It was
Thank
a
you for
pleasure to
having
have
Yeah,
you.
dude.
Great
Thank
people.
you for having us.
Thank you.
Super fun band.
Hey,
Hey.
thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're just as awesome.
Ah, shucks.
Yeah, killing it.
I'm doing my best, man. I want to represent Chicago. I want to get, like, there's so many missed opportunities all throughout the, because I've been playing in the scene now for like 25 years, and there's so many missed opportunities with bands that I saw that I wish could have at least been seen somehow. You know what I mean? These little magic moments where a band will last for a year, year and a half, 2 years, and it's just like fucking gone. And a lot of them don't even fucking record. Or if they do, it's like some like demo-ish kind of, and it's like, yeah, that they're known for that, but like that's not, it's just not what it was. If you would have seen them in that basement, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
like those are the bands I want to capture, and it's like I can only do one a week just because of like work and stuff like that, and it's, I think one a week is good. And I'm booked till fucking June right now.
Yeah, you seem really busy.
But like it's just that's what I want to do. I want to do this to like catalog at least as much as I can while it's here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So I'm glad that I got to get you guys.
Thank you.
I'm glad that please send me those other bands we were talking about before. Please send them my way.
Absolutely,
100%.
dude.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right on. And thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah,
Thank
dude.
you.
Cool.
The
Yeah,
Cosmic
yeah.
Kicks.
Pleasure.
Communities. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Take
man.
care.
After you, sir.